Boosh, mga Beckies, mga Beshi, mga Dude Parichong. It's me, Baby G, and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna do a cooking tutorial. It's the thing that I'm thinking of is Tamago. Since it's Ash Wednesday or it's Lent, we have to stay away from meat and abstain. So this is one recipe that we can do. So I'll show you the recipe in a little bit. So watch out. Alright guys, so for this recipe we'll be using 5 large eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna use sugar, about 3 tablespoons. We're gonna use mirin. It's a sweet cooking rice seasoning. You can get it at the Asian store. We're gonna use about 1 teaspoon, and then about 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. I prefer Lee Kum Kee soy sauce. You can get this at the Asian store as well. So alright, so to do this, you want to make sure you're breaking the eggs. If you're not good at breaking eggs, I suggest to get a bowl, crack it there, and then put it in another thing, so that just in case there are shells, you can just scoop it off. Okay? I'll show you for demonstration. Yan, ganyan. Oh, diba? Perfect. Ganyan. Push. Okay? I love this Tamago recipe because, you know, it's really good for satisfying those hunger cravings for Japanese food. Medyo mahal ang Japanese food detail. So, yan. Sariling sikap. So that's 3. There's 2 more. And last one. 5. Yan. So walang shell, so hindi ko kailangan i-ganon. Pro tip, if there's a shell, you use 1 and you scoop it with this, and it's gonna make it easier to get it out. Okay, so you have the eggs. Then you take your whisk, mix it slightly. Yeah. So while you're doing this, you can start to preheat your Tamago pan. If you don't have a Tamago pan, any regular pan will do. This one is good because it will easily form the egg when you do it. So you can get this at Amazon, about $15 I think. So you're gonna preheat that. Good. Now while that's heating up, you're making this. You can put the mirin. So we're gonna do a teaspoon. Good. Then 2 teaspoons of the soy sauce. And the sugar. Usually I like my stuff, it's a little on the sweet side. So 1. So I said 3 earlier. You can probably just 2.5, 2, just like that, so you don't have diabetes. Mix. And last, you add a dash of salt. Just mix it. You don't want it to be overbeaten or anything, but you just want everything to incorporate. So this is the consistency that you want to see. Alright. Okay, so once the pan is nice and hot, you want to put it in like medium, low. Then you can use either a spray, oil to spray the pan, or you can use oil and a paper towel to brush the pan. So for this tutorial, I'll use this one. So just lightly coat it. Good. Alright, so what I usually do is I use a measuring spoon or measure whatever you call this, like to put it on the Tamago pan. I'm gonna go like this, just to make sure you create the first layer. Yeah. Just move the pan a little bit, let it settle. So it's not too much work, but for as long as you keep the heat medium low, it's gonna cook pretty fast. So you want to wait for the thing to dry a little bit. So fun fact about tamago, when you get it at when you get it at Japanese restaurants for like a few slices, it's like $4. So when you do this at home, for $4 you'll get like about 5 orders worth at the restaurant. So it's easier to make it at home. Alright. So once it starts to look like this, you want to fold it and roll it. Okay? It's gonna wait for this part to cook a little more. So just go like that. The first layer, it doesn't matter if it's not rolled perfectly, because it will make the inner layer naman. Alright, you can spray again, just to make sure it's gonna cook. Then add your egg. Wait a minute. That's not waiting. So wait, nothing more. Let's wait. So let's go. Put it in. Yun yung batch na itayin. So, don't forget to put another layer. So you can do about 3 or 4 layers depending on how thick you want the roll, and then in a little bit I'll show you the finished product. Alright. So you can also use like a fork to help with rolling, making sure it's rolled nicely. Here we go. So it looks like the yield for this recipe is about 2 rolls like that. So 2 rolls, so it's gonna look like this. You can see. So while the other one is cooking, we'll let this rest, and then I'll show you how it will look once it's all cut up. Alright, so it's gonna look like this. See, it's nice and rolled like this. You can dip it in soy sauce if you want. Let's do a taste test. Perfect. Still hot but good. So anyway, if you like that recipe, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what else you want to see from this channel. Right? Till our next vlog. See ya!